Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Low Budget Streaming. I'm your host, Michael Jaquette, and today we are talking about, you guessed it, Tom Clancy's Division. Now, there's a couple of key points I'm going to get into, regarding the Underground and the latest expansion that came out like less than a month ago. Now, I'm not going to get into, all of it because I just put out a video recently about the Underground, but this is basically in regards to the team's skill up and state of the game and what they said regarding, the problems in the game and the issues that everybody's having with PvP and so forth. But without further ado, one of the things I really want to point out is, I'm drinking a beer during my stream. Cheers. One of the things I really want to point out is the first thing he said when he was like, he's been away for 3 weeks, and the first thing that they said was they are aware of issues with the game, and he pointed out that YouTubers and we all need to have a discussion about problems with the game. Now, I replied to that comment and say, what discussion do we need to have? You came back off of a 3-week vacation, a month, a vacation, leaving us with a broke game and issues that wasn't even fixed yet, and issues that still ain't fixed to this day with the game. So what issues do you need gamers, to talk about? It's in your face. You read the comments and people telling you about these issues with the game, and problems that they've been having with PvP and PvE, with scaling of the game. What is there more to talk about? And y'all basically took a 1-month vacation, leaving us with a broken game with glitch issues, people lag switching in PvP in the Dark Zone, and the scaling of the enemies being too strong. Alright, what needs to happen here is, if you're going to come out with an expansion, come out with a real expansion. Because, like it or not, some people may agree with me, some may not, but Underground is more like a passion than an expansion. So, we need more content, and more storyline missions, that'll to keep PvE players satisfied. And the other thing that needs to happen is the Century's Call and the shotgun builds. That needs to be nerfed, toned down, or whatever. But I'm getting sick of getting one-shotted in the face with a shotgun in PvP. And and if you're level 99 in PvP, there's no real penalty to going rogue if you're level 99. Even if you die or don't die, who cares if what they're doing is harassing players like me, going around one-shotting people with Centuries Called in the shotgun. So there's no real penalty for that. I think it needs to be, a stiffer penalty to go on roll for those level 99 players when they play. Or what I suggested, and they did talk about this in State of the Game, I think y'all really should go with a PvE Dark Zone, because I think that'll benefit players. And they said that's not a real solution, and they don't think that'll fix the problem. But I think that will bring, 94% of your players back to the game that quit the Division. Because after seeing the numbers for myself, I really don't think it's going well in your favor like y'all think it is. I mean, I don't know what numbers y'all looking at, but the numbers that I'm seeing on Reddit, the Division.com, and Steam, are dwindling down. I mean, they're still stuck at 94% of players, quitting the game. And also the PvE enemies, instead of nerfing us and our gear, it's one thing to nerf it as far as PvP goes, but as far as PvE, nerf some of these damn enemies, because shotguns are too damn strong, and some of the enemies got way too much health. I mean, if you're going to bullet sponge in a RPG, at least make it, at least nerf it a little bit, so, it won't take it shouldn't take more than one clip or at all to kill one enemy. It should take maybe a half a clip, and that's it for PvE. If you're level 30 and you're killing a level 35 enemies, it should not take a long time to kill them. Also, what needs to happen is, if it was me, I would make everything in the DZ the same level. I mean, make everybody the same rank, so, no matter, regardless of what armor you have, it needs to be scaled differently, because right now, I read a comment that somebody said PvP is going to keep this game alive, but PvP is killing the Division, and I've seen less and less players play every day. I mean, me myself, I'm even about to unless I get an invite from one of my friends, or because I do got a group that I do play with, we go into the Dark Zone, and they are basically, yeah, I'm gonna say it and swallow my pride, they are basically carrying me every time I'm in there as far as killing rogues. I mean, I am able to kill rogues right now, but I don't want to play the type of way I want to have to play. You know, the combat, you should use the gear you want to use and play the way you want to play in the Dark Zone, but people don't allow you to play that way in the Dark Zones because it's entirely too much cheating, too much lag switching, and the game is the Dark Zone is incredibly unfair right now and unbalanced. So they need to. So until they fix that, I for one are not going in the Dark Zone unless like eight or more of my friends play and they invite me to go in there. But in another thing, you know, with the Division, I'm about to move on to other things too, like Attack on Titan and Battlefield 1 coming out soon. So, you know, I really don't see, you know, things getting any better with the Division after what Skill Up and State of the Game said. I mean, they say they constantly tell us in every video that they playing the same game and they don't like getting shot in the face with a M80 shotgun either. I believe that's what it's called. And you know, there are things they could do to fix it. But I'm seeing every week I'm seeing State of the Game, but you're doing absolutely nothing. And based on what you said yesterday in the game, I really don't take you at face value because I don't see you fixing anything. And the underground is cool for what it is, but you would get really bored. The replay value does suck. And if say like I keep leaving different pug teams because they don't want to play in the same direction. The directive, you can't choose the one you want to play. Like if you're going for a pug group, you got to do whatever they're doing, and you might not want to do that specific directive. And if you go to the pug group, the team is uncoordinated, and you probably won't even last anyway. So, you know, on that note, I think they could have done better with the underground. And I did beat the new incursion. That was easy, but you know that's the only way to farm good gear right now. And if you want to farm that, but I really don't see Division getting any better. And I really wanted this game. I waited for this game for a long time. I mean, maybe just some companies just shouldn't team up together, like Ubisoft and Massive. Maybe Ubisoft should drop Massive, take full control of the license and the Division, and just go with it. I think if the Ubisoft did it by itself, the Division could have been better, and it would have been a great game. Like some companies maybe just can't mass up, and you got one company that's making the other one look bad, like Bungie and Activision, what they did with Destiny. You got one company making the other look bad. Like one company might be good at a certain game, but if another company jump in, maybe you know that team don't have the experience to to do what you want to do, with that specific company. I mean, Division is a great game. I mean, I like the concept and I like the idea, and it's cool for what it is, but I really don't say things getting any better, because it was like Mighty Number One where he said like, it's better than nothing. And the Division, like, if you got problems in this game and you playing the same game and you constantly telling us this, why do you need to have a discussion? I think you don't. I think it's bullcrap, and it's just excuse after excuse after excuse. So I just wanted to put that review out there. I mean, and move on to better things. And as far as the future of low budget streaming, the show is still out there, and I'm still doing good with my streams. I get at least a couple of requests a day to do certain videos. Like I got a request to do this one because somebody wanted to see what I really think about the Division and how I think survival is going to be and how I think it's going to be in the future. But I hate letting people down. But the Division, it was an overhyped game like Destiny, and I don't think it's worth the money, and I don't think the season pass is worth it, and I don't think the expansion is worth it either. And that's just my honest opinion. The only reason I'm still playing until this day is because I paid the $100 like everybody else for the season pass, but the season pass really wasn't worth it. And I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel with Tom Clancy's The Division right now. It could have been a lot better. It would have. And with all due respect, I don't respect Skill Up and Massive and Ubisoft with the handling of this game. I mean, how the fuck you gonna take a month off and then don't fix nothing before you go, and don't fix nothing on the way back? I mean, people are sick of waiting for this game to get better and better, and it's not. So hopefully on my next review, I'll end it on a high note. But with the Division, I'm just overly disappointed, and this will be my last Division video that I'm gonna put out unless things get better. But I really don't see it. But you know, don't let this one game discourage you. I'm sure there's other games out there, and you know, keep on gaming and keep these videos popping. Until next time, I catch you guys on next Low Budget Streaming. Peace.